massive force of Uruk-Hai march into the kingdom of Rohan. The alliance of men and elves must hold. The fate of Middle-earth lies in the balance. Welcome to the Battle of Helm's Deep. Welcome to another battle set in the world of Middle-earth. Over 500 miniatures will play this epic siege of good versus evil. Play-On member Nick will control the defending forces of Rohan, supported by Stephen Box of Vanguard Tactics, controlling the elves. Guests Chris and Max from MTM Printworks will control the horde of Uruk-Hai attempting to storm the fortress. If they have their way, there will be no dawn for men. The scenario is a custom scenario, where both sides will score points for controlling or defending various parts of the castle. Killing heroes will score additional points, and the players are able and encouraged to play out the major beats from the movies. Special rules enable such iconic moments as Legolas shield surfing down the stairs, giant siege ladders, and even the ability to use explosives to blow a hole in the deepening wall.
This is my childhood come to life.
I showed you the Helm's Deep model I had made when I was 14.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings, the Middle-earth strategy battle game, was how I got into this hobby.
It's exactly the same.
A local Middle-earth gaming club here, the West Coast Hobbits, has access to an amazing Helm's Deep board, and they lent it to us for this game.
I'm Max from MTM Printworks and also an organizer for the local West Coast Hobbits, one of the largest Lord of the Rings groups in North America.
And I'm Christopher Lee. I'm just a goober here to play some Lord of the Rings today. I'll be commanding Isengard on the causeway, trying to get those gates bashed down and kill every single man I find behind those walls.
Well, I'll be taking the walls and I'll be killing every elf I can find on those walls.
Yes.
That was terrible.
Let's try it again. Yeah.
The forces of Saruman the White march forth to destroy the kingdom of Rohan. Legions of Uruk-Hai are ready to storm the walls. Within this force is dozens of crossbowmen and archers, berserkers, a battering ram, siege ladders, explosives, and ballistas. An Uruk-Hai war leader commands the force, supported by several Uruk captains.
And one deviation from the film, there's going to be a troll going at the walls as well. I kind of want to see what happens when you pull Aragorn's arms off. Change his name to Armagon.
Yeah.
We are playing the good side, the Rohan Elvish Alliance, defending Helm's Deep. They outnumber us probably about 10-1.
King Theoden rallies the men of Rohan to defend the fortress to the last. The forces of Rohan consist of archers, warriors, and elite Rohan Royal Guard. They are arrayed in rank to defend the keep. Elves, led by Haldir, and of course, the heroes of legend, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli will defend the deepening wall. Will it be enough? The defenders must hold for multiple turns and prevent the enemy from breaking the gate, taking the wall, or the courtyard behind. They get several defensive bonuses for defending a wall. The defenders will be hard-pressed, as the Uruk-Hai are literally endless. For the first few turns, any regular casualties automatically come back, and after that, they will continue to return on a 5+.
I need to get those berserkers up on the walls in the first wave.
I'm really thinking about just forming a huge blob around my battering ram.
The other concern is those heroes at the top of ladders can do work. They can knock our ladders down, they can kill huge swaths of Uruk-Hai, so we just need to keep the pressure on to try and mitigate those amazing heroes the good side has.
Can the defenders hold the fortress until Gandalf and reinforcements arrive?
At some point, we are going to have to ride out. And we need to try and pray that Gandalf, at first light, comes storming down the hills with the rest of the Rohan to save us.
Look to my coming on the first light of the 5th day. At dawn, look to the east. Welcome everyone to Helm's Deep at Play-On. I am tremendously excited.
Nick, I cannot wait for this game.
Well, I hope you're ready to die under the iron foot of the Uruk.
I think we should use this army for one purpose: destroy the models of men.
The dice we are using in this battle are custom made by Baron of Dice, being inspired by various factions in Lord of the Rings. Baron of Dice sponsored this video and are a big part of making this production happen. We couldn't be happier to recommend them. All the dice we use are made by the Baron, and you can get your own by heading to their website. Use the link in the description below. And now, back to Middle-earth.
Before we roll for priority and first turn, we have the inaugural shot from the movie, Aldor, the old man with the bow that mistakenly lets go of his arrow too early, right here, shooting into an Uruk-Hai archer. I need to hit on a 4. It's a 6.
Why am I celebrating? That's one of our guys.
Yeah, but that means we get to start the assault.
I guess that's true.
They provoked us.
Kill him on a 4-up. I'm going to use his 1 point of might because it's the time to do it. Turn into a 4 and kill that Uruk-Hai.
And first blood has been spilt at Helm's Deep.
All right, first turn, highest dice gets to go first. 6 for Isengard.
Easy.
Gotta do it. Oh!
We've been challenged.
4, 2.
March to Helm's Deep.
To war!
And so it begins.
Begin the advance. Our ladders are rushing forward with berserkers and heroes leading the way.
We're gonna get that battering ram up to the gate as quickly as possible.
We're not quite ready to fire with any of our archers yet, but we're getting into position.
Yeah, I've moved up a lot of archers to try to take care of some of these Rohirrim.
We can open fire with our ballistas though. Evil has completed its first turn of movement, moving hundreds of models. Would you guys like to move anybody?
Shoot.
Sit still so we get full bows. This scenario has a number of cool special rules. Those siege ballistas are not allowed to target the heroes.
So let's open fire. Chris, who are you firing at?
I'm gonna shoot at the Rohirrim up here and try to take out one of those lowly soldiers. Let's show these peasants what it means to stand against the might of Isengard. Ah!
I'm also gonna fire up towards the castle. Let's go with that guy right there.
If it hits it, I believe it carries on and hits all the other guys behind.
On a 4. Ah!
Do you have any other shots?
No.
Would you like to open fire?
Yes.
Yes. Letho ilifile. Ifile?
Latho is loose, so that's fine.
Their armor's weakest in the neck and under the armpit. 5 guys into the berserkers. 5 shots. Hit on 3s. 4 hits. What do I need to wound? 6s? Easy. So nothing. Legolas is gonna have a try. 3 shots. 2 hits. Couple of 6s. Oh, he's killed him.
Berserkers have a feel no pain rule on a 6. No, he goes down.
It still only counts as 1.
Banner's dead. The guy behind picks up the banner. This scenario also has a special rule to account for the crazy night fighting. If you're within 12 inches with a bow, you get +1 to the roll, which means that you will actually wound it on 5s. Captain down.
Howdy.
No.
Well, that's me.
Well, it's me now. Give them a volley. Fire at the battering ram. Ooh, not bad, not bad. 4. There's some guys in the way, so on 1, 2s, and 3s, it hits the guys in front of the battering ram. All hit the guys in front of the battering ram. Killed 1. Oh. A bunch of hits. My archers are not as good as yours. Not bad for first round of shooting. No score yet as the end of turn 1, but that might change as we get closer to them getting on the walls. Turn 2. Fight. Who's gonna get to go first? 3.
Isengard again. Before we start movement, I'm actually gonna use one of our points of might.
Okay, yes.
And I'm gonna call a heroic march with this captain right here to really start our guys moving towards those walls.
Heroic March, of course, is a heroic action that any captain can call. That's gonna allow those Uruks around that captain to move much faster.
I've continued my push up the causeway here. We took a couple casualties. Rohan's putting up a little bit of a fight. So I'm looking forward to getting that gate down and taking some revenge for our fallen Uruk brothers.
So the crossbows aren't moving up, so they'll be able to shoot this turn.
And there will be no dawn for men. I'm in turn 2 right now, and my back's like, hey, what are you doing?
Sorry, what does my banner do again?
If you fail a fight, you get to re-roll your fight.
Our movement phase. Do you want to move any?
Can I move away? Like, shoot phase!
Shoot phase! Aragon gets a free might a turn. We're gonna use it right now. Heroic shoot, which means he gets to get to shoot his bow, but everyone else around him within 6 inches is also gonna get to shoot right now before they do, even though they have priority.
You can probably pepper the guys with their bows. Captain shot. He's hit. Want to see a 5? I'm gonna show you one.
Don't want one.
There we go! Kill
the crossbow in.
Boom!
You can spend your 2 might if you want.
I might need those for later on.
That was 4 crossbowmen. So I'm gonna take this whole batch here and we're gonna shoot that elf captain specifically. That was not optimal.
That was terrible shooting.
We would wound him twice!
This will kill him unless you make your 50-50 fate roll.
And I haven't spent any might with this guy yet.
You need a 4, 5, or 6 to live.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is spend 2 of my might points, of 2, to change my 2 to a 4, which will succeed the fate roll, which then saves him.
Can you pierce the deeping wall?
Probably. Yup!
Yeah.
3 times!
We only need a 5.
Ah!
You move, so it's -1 to hit. That means you hit on 5s. He must roll 5s and 6s again to get through the wall.
Dang, these walls are solid.
And now 1 more time, you see if it actually kills the warrior.
2.
Yeah. Blah!
Hoo-yah! Oh!
Roll the scatter. 5.
Because he didn't roll a 6, he has to choose a different guy than his chosen target. But because he rolled high enough, he gets to choose it rather than us. If it was low enough, we could actually choose a different target within 6. We could actually choose one of his guys.
We're gonna choose this guy here. We need to see if it hits the wall. It does not hit the wall.
He flies back D6 inches, 5 inches, which is enough to launch him off the wall, hitting every guy on the way, which is this one guy back here. Boom, when it gets knocked over, this guy then flies over to here. He takes a strength 9 impact from the bolt.
He's dead.
If he didn't, he would then have to survive falling down to the ground. And then this guy, because he got hit from the guy flying, has to take a strength 3 hit, which might kill him on a 6. Oh, he survives, but he is knocked prone.
Nice shot.
Unleash hell. Wrong movie.
You got one.
No!
You really gonna throw his axe?
Yes, at this captain. I missed. Yeah, I don't think we did enough damage there.
All right, it's my turn. He hits. He doesn't wound. Don't kill either.
Did we even put any like tips on these arrows?
Yeah. I got one. Unfortunately, I need to kill one more guy, and then they would have been reduced on their movement on it. Nothing.
I'm immune!
So after that, there's still 9,999 Uruk-Hai left to kill.
The forces of Saruman race towards the wall, heedless of any casualties. They know the world of man could fall.
Turn 3, priority time.
Let's keep priority on Team Isengard. Oh, that's not happening.
Oh, we've got it, Nick.
We're gonna call it a heroic march with the spear captain up here to try and get some of these ladders up onto the walls. March gives you distance, but not priority.
If I move 3, it can still shoot, right?
Yes, you can.
What's the range on my banner?
3 inches on either side.
We're gonna move him this way and give Gimli rerolls.
I've got guys rushing towards the gate to brace the gates.
Where's the gate?
All right,
I'm gonna be moving up the battering ram further up the causeway.
I'm going to advance our heroic move.
Ladders!
3 bomb teams getting closer to the wall. The first one is nearly there, with 2 more being brought up in reserve. And we get to bring in our reinforcements, including the large siege ladder for the Hornburg.
Our reinforcements are on.
The siege ladders raise against the deepening wall.
Not gonna lie, I've got my hand off the wall here. Shooting phase. Nothing. This archer, and he's been told to shoot the bomb.
There's a very unlikely chance it happens, but if you manage to strike it just right, it basically puts a spark into it and blows it up. Hits on a 3.
Hits it.
Awesome. It's so tough to kill. You actually need to roll 2 dice. You need to roll, first you need to get a 5, and then a 3, 4, 5, or 6.
Oh.
Battering ram. There's no guys in front of it now. Let's slow that thing down. Eldor fires into the battering ram. He gets a free reroll. He misses. If I can kill 2 more, they have to drop the battering ram. 4. Another one! 1 more! This is the last group that can see it though. Into the battering ram! Oh yeah, look at all those hits! 2! Which means they have to drop it. One archer down. This scenario also has a special rule. Within 3 inches, defenders can basically throw rocks off the top of the battlements and squish guys below. It's a strength 6 weapon, and you get +1 because you're within 12, which means that you're gonna be wounding most things on 3s.
Elves are still hitting on 3s. Humans are hitting on 4s.
Okay, so we just needed the 1 hit anyway.
One day elves will learn how to throw rocks.
Well, I mean, the guy just put down one of the most expensive, elaborate bows in Middle Earth and picked up a rock. Like,
This guy's gonna put his sword and shield down and pick up a rock. And he's missed. He's hit. Oh!
holy Moses.
So guys, let's get these, come on, let's get these ladders up, okay? Come on, team, come on.
We get to retaliate.
Yay! All right, they have not moved, so they're hitting on 4s.
In this scenario, minor heroes like Aldor do give you 1 point, so it's worth trying to kill him.
Half of them into Eldor. Die, Eldor, die! Oh, 3 hits, that's respectable. Does the wall take the hits? See ya, Eldor! Nope, he's fine. Okay, let's do more. No! The rest into Eldor! Eldor has to die! Only 1 into Eldor!
You could do this.
Ah!
I love that he wasted all of his arrows into one guy and did nothing.
Orc captain with his crossbow fire up into Aldor. This is a last ditch attempt to take that guy off of his high horse. That's the 6, high 5. The wall? We don't, we hit Aldor. And I've got might. Right into Aldor's good eye. We sure do!
Aldor has 1 fate, 4, 5, or 6, he lives. He lives on a 6!
Sun cost fallacy. I'm gonna put 4 crossbows into Aldor. Finish this old man. Get through, gets Aldor. Oh.
That's a crossbow? That means it wounds out a 4.
Yeah!
Ah! So that puts you 1 point for killing one of the minor heroes. You were winning, 1-0.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
He's defense 5 in this scenario? So just a 5. Oh, the king of men.
Aragon can save that on a 4-up with one of his fate. He has multiple fates. Does he save it? He does. He has 2 fate left.
Let's fire some ballistas.
You can fire to raise ladders with ballistas. Target a point of the wall. If you hit, you just bring ladders up.
First ladder, go.
Okay, rah!
Huzzah!
Using the funky, cool pulley system we've all seen in the films, they're allowed to ride that ladder up.
Which means Aragon is now in combat in addition to the guys on either side of him. And this dice represents there's 4 guys riding that ladder.
Raise ladders. Oh, we missed.
Did you forget to attach a rope? So Aldor is dead. We got a ladder up, and that's about all we did.
This is now the first fight phase of the game.
You both roll a dice. Winner tries to kill the other guy.
I've got priority. I'm going to select this combat here to go first. Now, you've got the Berserker rule. In this mission, you ignore all of the barricade rules, and if you win the fight, you will just take the place and push me back. 4 models with 4 attacks.
I've got 1 Berserker model with 2 attacks.
Let's do this.
Yes! However, we do have a banner down at the bottom of the ladder.
No!
Oh!
No way! Possibly kills 2 of our guys.
No!
Killing him!
That was 2 6s.
I immediately regret this decision. Yeah, and we're going to try again.
This one you have 3 on 1. Same deal, I've got 1 Berserker with 2 strikes.
Yeah, come on.
On a 4.
You gotta roll better than that.
Berserker takes the wall once again and does not kill any of those elves.
Does Gimli get 3 attacks?
3 attacks, or you get 2 more, like 2-handed attacks.
Gimli and 3 other elves. The elves are going to fight normally. Gimli's going to go for his 2-handed weapon to get that +1 to wound because I'm going to win this fight.
I believe you.
Okay, roll a 6.
So did I.
R6 wins.
Bah!
Make strikes.
2
Gimli
attacks
first?
from Gimli with +1 to wound. So Gimli failed to do anything remotely useful, so we're going to go with the 3 elves and they're going to finish you off by rolling a 6.
You only need a 5.
Yeah!
Which means that ladder is free. If we get priority, we push over.
Can I use banner rerolls on wounding?
No, only to fight.
Just on fighting. It's okay, but I rolled a 6.
Feel no pain. Oh, he feels it.
Aragon, I'm not even bother rolling for the other elves. Aragon's gonna do it himself. Ah! You're dead. There's now 3 guys on this ladder.
Nothing.
So you might fall off the ladder.
He's good.
I love this rule because if you fail it, you fall down the ladder. And if there's other guys on the ladder, you knock all of them down on the way down. That is the turn. Next turn, the Uruks don't automatically come back in, so they only come out at 5s.
Get those bombs a-moving, pal.
Oh my goodness, they're right there. Priority, we need this.
We need this priority.
If we win priority, we have the chance to knock down all these ladders.
That's a 6.
No, I can't get it. We had it last turn.
You've messed it up, I can't believe it.
Berserker will move in against Legolas there.
The Uruks rush up the ladders, never giving the defenders a moment's respite. If they can gain a foothold here, the rest of the castle will surely fall.
These bombs are getting...
Dangerously close.
I have to get in the culvert, but I also need a Berserker to set it off.
It's one more turn.
How do we get these guys in on the battering ram?
They move to pick it up, and when they pick it up, I think it's the end of the turn. You've picked up the battering ram. Fight phase.
Shall we dance?
I'm going to declare a heroic combat with Legolas and Gimli, taking Legolas down to 1 might point left and Gimli down to 2.
The interesting thing is, who is leading in kills right now? Does Legolas have any kills?
1.
So Gimli actually gets +1 to wound until he overtakes Legolas.
In that case, I'm going to lead with Gimli. Gimli is going to go with his double-handed, so he's going to get +2 to wound, and then the other 3 elves are going to fight normally. So the normal 3 elves.
He is actually trapped. He can't fall back, which means you get double dice to try to kill him.
Gimli, first of all, definitely kills him.
And you called a heroic combat. You will get to move and charge again with everybody in that fight.
That was very thematic because Gimli crotch chops that berserker in the film coming over the wall.
That was totally the moment, yeah. And now Gimli's tally is at 1. Let's see if Legolas can do better.
Legolas gets 2 attacks, and the other 2 have also got 2 attacks. We win the combat. Yeah.
Triple dead. That was our 2 heroic combats. On to the rest of the fights. He falls down the ladder, so for every inch, he takes a strength 3 hit. So that's about 4 inches up the wall, so 4 dice. Got him, you killed your own guy.
Legolas 2 already.
I'm on 2 as well. Now, the big one I've been excited for is the Uruk-Hai captain that's made the top of the walls, Indu Haldir himself.
Got 2 friends with him.
6.
It's Haldir. Oh no, and then the other 2 guys, come on, roll me a 6! Yes!
Yeah, you did 6. He falls!
And there are 4 Uruk-Hai on this ladder, so he hits 3 on the way down.
Aragorn King! Beat a 5.
The one Uruk-Hai.
You're dead. After a very bloody turn 4, the elves are slowly giving ground. However, their courage has not left them, and even in the face of insurmountable odds, they will fight on. Priority.
We have to win this.
Pressure.
Oh! They had it last time, so we can still do it on 6. Ah! I was really close.
Blow the wall.
Chris, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Bombs in position. We have Uruk-Hai with torches in position. Let's blow up the wall. The first courage check with the first berserker to destroy this wall. Uruk-Hai berserker is courage 6. So you need a 4 to get into the culvert. That is a 4.
It makes sense because he knows that this is about to turn him into oxygen. So. Okay.
On a 1, the bomb doesn't detonate and we have to bring up a second bomb. First bomb might be a dead. 2 to 5 is a pretty good explosion. A 6 is a magnificent explosion. Oh!
It's a dud! It's a dud!
Luckily there's more bombs.
What? This is so stressful.
Try it again, Gary.
Now the courage check for the second berserker.
Come on, Gary. He's holding it together. He's holding it together.
Is it a dud? Is it a dud? 1.
So nervous.
The wall explodes.
Cheers erupt from the Uruk-Hai while dismay creeps into the hearts of the defenders.
So in that explosion, every single model within 2 inches of the culvert are instantly vaporized as well.
Man, that was damaging to us too.
The explosion scatters from right here a d6 plus 3 inches. That was a mess. That was fun. Gimli is the only one that survived that big giant explosion. He falls down. He takes a wound. Aragon's heroic movement knocks over these 2 ladders. There's a lot of guys on that ramp.
I'm loading up these ladders full of orcs, and we have our orc hordes bearing down on the gap in the deeping wall that our bomb has created, with Gimli alone standing in their way.
So I'm going to bring some of my elves down the stairs.
I've also brought some Rohan starting to come help you. Next turn, we can bring in all the elves that have died from the explosion or close combat right here, hoping to save our butts. In the fight phase, a whole bunch of stuff died.
Yeah, my captain, he's had a good showing, but unfortunately was taken out by that berserker.
And then Haldir
Did manage to kill the other captain.
the end of that turn, that was bloody. Battering ram is about to hit. Finally put a dent in the Uruk-Hai numbers.
And they are coming back on 5 still.
Meanwhile, we're in a great position.
Saruman's going to be pretty pleased.
Next turn, we can probably raise the big ladder too.
Yeah.
Come on, priority. Yes!
Fudge!
We get the reinforcements need to come back on right now. Reinforcing Gimli. Legolas is going to take a shield, surf down the rubble.
Aragon has to hold the wall by himself.
I'm going to move the battering ram into base contact with the gate.
Yeah.
We're there. So we're going to put the ladder here.
The walls are full of Uruk-Hai.
Legolas finds the shield, throws it down the rubble, jumps on. 3 shots into the Uruk-Hai. That's 3 hits. You ready for this? +1 to wound. 1 dead. With the other elves I had, 10 shots, managed to fell another 2 of the Uruk-Hai.
The ballista now is going to try to fire a bolt to the top of the wall there, and we're going to try to hoist the huge ladder up with some Uruk-Hai on it. Hit on a 4. Okay, for the white hand, we're going to use a point of might.
Legolas, take it down! On a 6, I shoot the rope and kill it. Oh! It comes back down with a crashing fire.
We have another one to try and raise it.
Another point of might!
It still only counts as 1.
Brace the gate! With a resounding boom, the battering ram breaks against the door.
1 damage goes on the gate. The gate has 3 wounds of total, so it's down to 2. 2 more turns of that, and that gate is broken. We've managed to hold on to the wall somewhat, but really the Uruk-Hai are starting to swarm us. Where is Gandalf?
Fives or sixes, we get more Uruk-Hai back.
Not many.
Reinforcements coming onto the table.
Before priority, we are going to use one of the special rules of this scenario. And this allows the 3 hunters, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli, to basically teleport between these 2 sides of the battlefield because otherwise they wouldn't be able to get around.
Seeing the plight at the gate, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli give the order to retreat and fall back to the keep. They are removed from the board and will redeploy next turn.
I'm gonna do something risky. This guy right here is going to try to jump across this gap.
Yes.
How wide is the gap?
Too wide. 5 or 6 or he plummets to his death, but I need reinforcements.
Are you mad?
Yes! Hey! Hurrah! And he jumps across into combat on the other side. I feel lucky. Another one's gonna try it.
5 or 6.
It's a 6! Ah!
He's crying.
Go. The Warriors of Rohan have charged in, supporting the elves against the Uruk-Hai.
We're gonna open up the shooting phase by dropping ballista shots into those elves defending the breach.
Okay, now the troll. 11 shots into the troll.
Ooh, at this range, you get +1 strength.
Gonna do it.
You're now looking for 5s by 3s to wound this troll. The 5s on the first dice.
He's got 3 wounds to chew through. 4. Now you just need 3 3s. Please! 1, 2, 3! Yeah!
3 men holding on to the battering ram.
Ah.
Didn't wound the gate. We managed to kill enough guys on the battering ram.
Well, we do need a little bit of time for Aragorn and Gimli to help out.
Let's bring Haldir down. Let's demoralize the elves, put him in his grave. The supreme leader of the Uruk-Hai and 3 friends. Black dice are the commander, the white dice are his friends. We are sitting on a 6.
You need a 6. Do you have any might left?
I've got 3 left.
Oh, yeah, you got this. Don't roll a 1.
I'll spend 1 might and win the combat.
And if you strike blows against the captain, he's trapped.
And he's already taken some wounds, right?
He's taken, yes, so he's got 1 wound left. This guy is D7, so you do need 6s on him.
Howdy, to repay yourself in the movies. Come on.
D6s.
Oh! Boom!
That's all we needed.
That's all we needed.
We killed him.
We killed him.
End of the turn, so many awesome moments. We've managed to hold on to this side of the wall. This side of the wall looks like a lost cause. The gap is still being held.
We took a major shellacking that turn, as long as no cavalry surprises appear.
For the elves, the next few turns, fell back with the archers, taking down as many Uruks as we possibly could. We did fell a few, then the remaining elves on the wall section did unfortunately pass. Although the guard put up a good fight against the berserkers, were absolutely overwhelmed by the oncoming horde of orcs coming down the stairs.
were attacking, putting pressure on that wall. So the next couple of turns saw the Uruk-Hai storming the first layer of the Hornburg. We managed to kill a couple of the Rohirrim, but they're holding the line.
So we've managed to bring on another set of Isengard reinforcements. The field is thinning.
The battering ram takes one more wound off of the gate. The gate is left with one wound left. So one of the really cool special rules for this scenario is that if we ever feel like the gate is threatened, we can take Aragorn and Gimli and punt them onto the ramp,
Using the secret passageway.
using the secret passageway. Legolas arrives on top of the Hornburg as Gimli and Aragorn use the secret entrance to try to save the gate.
I don't know if I can make the distance.
You're gonna have to toss me. The special rule is really cool. We choose a point where he jumps on. If it is where an enemy is, that enemy is immediately knocked over to his death, and then every other model within range has to roll a dice. On a 1, they also fall off. On a 2 to 5, they're knocked flat. On a 6, they can still stand and fight.
Aragorn and Gimli jump onto the causeway, scattering Uruk-Hai in their wake.
Any 1s, the guys fall off. Oh, but they're all knocked over.
Gimli gets to fight.
These three orcs strike back.
The guys stand up. They don't get to fight, but they do stand up. Aragorn is now trying to get a kill another guy. I beat you. Slaughters you. Aragorn and Gimli stay on the causeway for one more turn to try to buy time for the gate.
Gimli is now overtaking Legolas. It's finally happened.
Who's got the lead in amount of kills? At this point, I think we've defended the gate long enough. Aragorn and Gimli are gonna get overwhelmed if we keep them there. The next special rule,
Throw him the rope.
throw them the rope from Legolas, and Legolas starts pulling them up the side of the wall. The only caveat is, we're left there for a turn while all of his archers can shoot at us.
Oh dear.
Shoot at Aragorn. Ah!
2 wounds! Ooh, luckily he has a bunch of fate. So I'm gonna use 2 fate right now. Save them both. He is completely fine.
But he's out of fate now. Gimli. But into Gimli, what's his defense 8, isn't he?
Yeah, 8.
But I think a crossbow, strength 4 still gets him on a 6.
4 up fate. It's my last one. Oh, no fate left though.
They finish the move to go be with Legolas and be safe on top of the wall.
The battle for Helm's Deep goes poorly. The wall is taken, the courtyard is being overwhelmed, and the keep is under threat. With little hope left for victory, it may be time to ride out for death and glory.
At any point past turn 10, we are allowed to declare that Theoden is going to ride out. At that point, we score points, but it means that it triggers the end stage.
Presently, it looks like the score. We're sitting at 3 for holding the deeping wall. We're sitting for 3 for destroying the culvert with a bomb. We have 1 for slaying Aldor with our hail of crossbow bolts. The good team, however, retain control behind the deeping wall, so that's 3 points for them.
Right.
And who controls the Hornburg?
And each one of those main heroes that we discussed is worth 3 points for them as well.
Lost the wall. They've blew it up. So at this stage, I think if we were to leave it any longer, I can't hold behind the wall.
Perfect stage for Theoden to ride out for his people, ride out for death and glory for Rohan!
Now we see to pray Gandalf turns up.
Huge element of this special rule is all our models now become frozen. The good side has 2 full turns to mow down this causeway with their heroes before we're able to react.
Now for wrath, now for ruin, and a red dawn. Theoden and the heroes of Helm's Deep charge down the ramp.
All of our heroes get free heroic combats, which means we're just gonna go trample down that causeway. We're trying to cause as much damage as we can for these next 2 turns because we have to survive until Gandalf comes. On the beginning of every turn, we're gonna roll a dice. On a 5 up, Gandalf and all the Riders of Rohan show up to reinforce and save our butts. Starting the second turn. No more reinforcements for you. Your reinforcements are done. You're just left with the billion of orcs that are left on this table. Let's go! Over there, Theoden's gonna charge in. The Royal Guard are gonna charge in. Gimli's gonna charge in. Howl's gonna charge. Charge in. I hit none.
No, I don't think we get to shoot either, because we're all blinded and weird and stunned. It's a very distracting horn, you know.
Haldir, kill a berserker. You have 7 dice.
Here we go, 6.
Let's martyr Haldir. 6.
I don't have enough might points to save it.
Yes!
Haldir dies just as the dawn of men is coming.
With Haldir dying, you score another point for taking down a hero.
Huzzah!
Consistent in winning these fights, but I just cannot kill a single Uruk-Hai.
In this fight up here, the Rohirrim managed to push them back, kill one guy, and do another wound on the captain. This is what we've been all waiting for, is the charge down the causeway. Theoden gets free heroic combats, 3 attacks on the charge. I got a 5.
I got a 3.
Double dice to try to kill you. You die, and then he gets to keep going and try to charge the next one. Aragorn does the same thing, fights the guy beside him. Wins the fight! Kills you, and charges into the next guy. Royal Guard into one guy.
No!
Kills him. Then Theoden gets to go again. Theoden into the next Uruk, gets a 5.
5.
My 5 beats your 5. Theoden King kills you! A special rule of this part of the scenario is for these 2 turns, the heroic combat just keeps going until I fail to kill a model. So I could possibly go down this entire causeway.
You'll be extremely isolated if you do that, but I love it.
Aragorn gets a 3. Oh! Wins the fight. Doesn't kill you. I have a free might point.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it and kill you so that Aragorn can keep running down the causeway.
Oh, God.
Theoden keeps going. Keep going, Aragorn. Got the 6.
A 6.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
My 6 is much better than your 6. I don't kill you again. I've got lots of might.
Do it.
Kill another one.
Oh, my God.
Down to 2 might remaining. Aragorn charges into 2 guys this time. Double 6.
What is happening to me?
Pride of the Rohirrim. Kills 1, spends 1 of his might that he hasn't used yet to kill another. I am down to 2 might left with Theoden. Back in the next one guy. This is great. Another point of might. I'm down to 1 might left. Aragorn on 2 guys.
Stop him. Stop him.
No!
No, Aragorn. Aragorn kills the next one. Aragorn is now stuck. He can't keep going because he didn't kill everything he was in combat with.
King Theoden rides out in glory and fury, overtaking his bodyguard and heedless of his personal safety. A legendary warrior king.
Shall we keep going?
No!
You can't beat my 6. I only killed 1. I have 1 might left, and it's not enough. I'm gonna hold my might. I stopped finally.
Hey, that was a good run there.
Great run.
Half the causeway cleared.
Look to the first light on the 5th day. Roll a 5.
Start of the next turn.
Come on.
If I roll 5, Gandalf shows up. We get another turn of them just having to stand still and take it from us on a 5.
Just roll a 5.
Gandalf comes in with host of Rohirrim.
Bring me in!
Theoden King stands alone.
But not alone.
To the king!
To be fair, I don't even think he needs us, but
The sun rises on the crest of the hill. A white figure on a horse. Gandalf has come.
All of our heroes are now in.
and I want to cast Blinding Light.
With Gandalf, you have 6 will to spend and a free one every turn.
We go 4 up. Oh!
Channel it, which means spend 1 point of might and then it's permanent for the game.
Oh, absolutely.
1 point of might down to 2, which means Blinding Light is now permanent through the game. Every friendly unit within 6 inches of Gandalf can only be targeted on a 6. Shall we?
Let's proceed.
Excellent. Elves, go.
Charging over here.
Theoden King is going to charge in more into 2 guys down here. Aragorn is going to charge into another guy. And the Riders of Rohan move up because they're too far behind. We get that free heroic charge again this round, and only this round.
Chris, we need to stop them this
We
time.
got a banner now.
Legolas is going to shoot down into the pit of just absolute murder archers. Yeah, here we go. What? Oh.
Killed one.
Starting with the elvish combats over here.
finally managed to kill an Uruk-Hai. The elves did win the combats, but only one Uruk-Hai was slain.
Up here on the Hornburg, are you ready to fight?
Let's do it.
5. My 5 beats yours.
He's dead. One Uruk-Hai dying to some chaff soldiers. My captain murdered by a group of angry Rohirrim.
And then now, the real feel-good moment. Theoden killed a whole bunch of guys.
Chris, stop them. You have to stop.
How?
Theoden King.
6.
6. My 6 beats your 6. Theoden, though, keeps on going. Theoden. Another 6 every time. You're dead. Aragon into the next warrior. Got a 5?
Rear over the banner.
My 5 beats your 5. I did kill you. We're really taking advantage of this special rule to just charge down the causeway and kill as much as we can.
It does seem quite strong.
It does seem quite strong, but this is the only turn we get it. We don't get it any longer. Theoden, keep going. 6 wins the fight. Kills him. Banner's dead. I'm enjoying this. Are you guys having fun?
Yeah.
Theoden, keep going.
No, God, please, a 6 for the love of
Get one more.
You get a 6.
love of
Nope.
Ilúvatar. Give me a 6.
First guy, dead.
Oh,
Second guy, not dead.
Oh.
Theoden is stuck and cannot continue anymore. So the epic charge down the causeway has finally been paused after killing 30 Uruk-Hai or something like that.
I just had to hold the causeway the whole game, going up the causeway the entire game, and here at the tail end, I find myself right back down at the bottom.
With nobody to show for it.
What have you even achieved?
The effect of the Hornburg has worn off, and we now have all these archers to try and desperately stop them. That means we're firing into combat. We just need to pepper these guys with arrows.
Priority.
Yes!
They automatically get it. We had it last time. We're gonna call some heroic movements, I think. Would you like to call it with Gandalf, maybe? We're also gonna call it with Theoden over there. For the king! Charge forward.
Let's do it.
Theoden charges into the Uruk-Hai. So first thing I'm gonna do is charge Gandalf in. Are you ready for all these spears?
No.
Throwing a spear. Missed. The first batch of cavalry of charge, but they get to move the rest of their guys next.
We need to now counter these encircling cavalry charges. Charging into the elves with our remaining troops we're sending through the breach. We're done moving.
That means we get to move all the rest of the horses.
Yeah.
Erkenbrand charges in alongside all of these riders of Rohan. Throwing spear. Hits.
No!
Kills!
No!
Another one gone! All of these guys have bows. Let's move half so we can shoot them all.
Oh, we have another bomb.
Even with a bomb?
Dude, let's run that bomb into Gandalf.
We shoot first. No! Fire everything at Theoden. Now, Theoden is in combat, so we will be shooting at our own Uruk-Hai at the same time.
Oh no!
And now the other 6 shots will go into Theoden, but do they hit the horse or the rider? Does Snowmane eat dirt? Snowmane is dead.
We need to kill this Firebrand Berserker before he lights this bomb and kills Gandalf. So you have a special rule to be able to volley fire, which means you can fire out of line of sight. However, you only hit on 6s. 3. Oh no. I can do it. 3 6s! I took him down. I did it!
That is pretty massive, actually.
Now we got an epic turn of combats to fight.
Yes.
Theoden is in combat as he hopped off his horse. He only gets 2 dice now against your 1 Uruk-Hai. Got a 2. Oh, my 2 beats your 2! I kill ya! Aragon into 2 Uruk-Hai.
Oh!
You win the fight, but I have a banner in range. which doesn't win the fight. This is your chance.
Kill him.
1 wound on Aragorn.
Aragon's down to 1 wound. No fate left.
That's a problem.
Royal Guard into the one Uruk-Hai.
There are no more good heroes within Helm's Deep that are worth any points, so any fights behind the walls are basically pointless at this point. It is entirely focused on Gandalf, Theoden, Aragorn, these huge heroes the good side has.
If they can kill him, they get massive points. I'm very glad we killed that Berserker.
But the other guys can still light it.
It's called a desperate ignition.
They basically try to light sparks with their swords.
How many attacks do I get with Gandalf?
2 days. Gandalf wins the fight.
Oh, Gandalf kills. What a hero.
Riders of Rohan gain an additional die on the turn they charge.
The Rohirrim charged in, slaughtered countless Uruk-Hai, only losing 1 of their number in return.
Chris, that was a devastating turn.
I think we're coming to the end of this scenario, folks. These Rohan are mulching through Uruk-Hai.
The bomb is just there. Aragorn, Theoden have only got 1 wound remaining.
If we can detonate that bomb and vaporize Gandalf, we can clinch the points we need.
Not to mention, we have a couple of guys left here to try and nail Aragorn and Theoden. It is going to come down to priority and seeing who gets to move first this round.
So in this scenario, if we're able to kill 9 more Uruk-Hai, that will end the game, and then we'll count up all the scores to see who's going to win. The score is currently 3 points to us, but 8 points to the Uruk-Hai.
Each of our main characters is worth 3 points.
Yes.
3 points to us if they're alive at the end of the game, 3 points to them if they're dead at the end of the game. They just need to kill either Gandalf, or Theoden, or Aragorn.
Let's do this. Priority roll.
You do the honor.
Do it, do it.
Oh my god!
We will call a heroic movement with Aragorn. I'm gonna call a heroic movement with Éomer, and let's charge in. Your captains are all out of position. Charges in. Aragorn's gonna charge into 2 Uruk-Hai. Theoden is gonna charge in 1 Uruk-Hai. Charge in, see if you can kill Theoden, Gandalf, or Éomer.
We have Gandalf and Éomer within 2 inches of this bomb. We are going to load this bomb up with so many Uruk-Hai, and each one of them is going to make an attempt to start a desperate detonation. The only other play we have is sack pikemen against Éomer and Gandalf in a vain hope that even if the bomb doesn't kill them, we might still kill them to the shooting phase. This is where it matters for us. We're going to launch all the remaining ballistics into Theoden. So
Fire everything!
6s to wound Theoden with these dice.
3 6s and he's dead.
Oh!
Oh my goodness!
The King of Rohan falls under a hail of arrows.
It's all anguish and ashes in my mouth.
Theoden, the king, he falls.
Do my desperate Uruk-Hai set off the bomb? They set off the bomb!
Get the explosions!
What type of detonation is it? Because it could still be a dud.
Oh yeah, it still could be dud.
Don't be, it could be a dud again. A regular explosion.
Ba-boom! Which kills everyone around it, killing Gandalf, killing Éomer.
That's another 3, and aim is worth 1 point.
Game's over.
Huzzah!
Yeah!
And with the loss of Theoden, will the kingdom of Rohan ever be able to recover? The battle for Helm's Deep is over. The battle of Middle-earth is only beginning.
Gentlemen, that was an amazing game. Well done. Well done. Good game. Good game. We lost at the end.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Max. Congratulations to yourself. Thank you guys so much. What an awesome game. The War of the Ring is over.
The world of men has fallen.
Can't believe it.
This was not about one side winning. This was all about having fun and everyone allowing cool moments to happen, like explosions or shooting down a ladder or jumping across things. It was awesome. Oh, we almost had that one.
That was close.
I knew we were going to win the entire time.
It was gonna. This is my first time being at PlayOn just in general, and this has been an absolute blast. I've never seen a setup quite like this before, and playing this game for the entire day has been awesome.
I had the best time today, and thank you so much, Play on Tabletop, for inviting me to be a part of it.
Credit to Chris and Max,
Oh,
because
yeah.
the way they've played this game and helped us throughout has been absolutely awesome. They've been the best opponents we could have ever asked for, so thank you
Fan-frickin-tastic.
so much.
Thank you so much for watching this game. We could not do this without you. Well, folks, until we see you next time in the world of Middle-earth, play on!
Thank you for joining us for this epic game. We enjoyed this so much and hope you did too. A special thanks to MTM Printworks for the support and the Into the West podcast and YouTube channel who lent us this amazing set. Helm's Deep Spectacular. Thanks also to the sponsor of the episode, Baron of Dice. Amazing dice and fantastic inspired images. Check them out. You won't be disappointed. And lastly, thank you for watching. Your support is monumentally important to us to be able to do these projects. Please like, comment, subscribe, and even consider supporting us directly through YouTube membership or Patreon. Get early access, exclusive narrative shows, live streams, and our amazing community Discord. Thank you, players. What a game. We won't forget this one anytime soon. This has been Tycho, and until we see you next time in the fantastic world of Middle-earth, play on.
Welcome to The Aftermath. This is our after action report for our YouTube members and patrons. This is a little bit of an extra extended cut for you guys as we talk about this fantastic game. Wow, that was fun. Oh, what an ending.
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It really came down to the wire. It was you had broken us. We had not enough Uruks left to continue the fight. You were running us over, and there was the last play of the game to kill your heroes, and it all finally just came together.
It's a fun scenario. It's not meant to be hyper competitive, as you can see, like with running down the thing and getting all those bonuses. It's just meant to try to be as evocative of the movies as possible and just have a ton of fun.
Oh, that seemed pretty balanced to me. I mean, I just thought that was fine, just running down there, killing everyone.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, even with those crazy rules, it did seem pretty balanced. Like
Yeah.
it came down to the wire at the end of this game.
There was a lot of moments where it were really touch and go. Like this, you just swamped the walls so quickly.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be firing for ages, but 2 turns, I'm not even shooting anymore.
Yeah.
I was just completely oppressed the whole time. And I've really had the fear when the wall was about to blow up. That was absolutely insane.
I had so much fun. My voice is going. You can hear it in my voice. Like I'm squeaking because I don't even voice anymore from like going, ah!
Yeah.
Favorite moment. Everyone, favorite moment.
Oh man, I'll let Max go first.
The stop moment of the day is jumping from the second ring of Helm's Deep onto the first ring.
And not just one guy doing it.
There was two
guys
doing
did it.
It was of no consequence. They didn't kill anything, but they survived. And it was hilarious.
It was fun.
I gotta say, my favorite moment of the game was when we were trying to recreate all the berserkers going up on the ladder at the same time, trying to rebuild that iconic shot from the movies. That was so cool
And it
watching
looked
them all go
awesome.
up.
For me, it was definitely you trying to put up the massive ladder, Legolas taking that shot,
Getting a 6.
need a 6, gets the 6, and you're like, right, next one, rolled the 3, you were like, right, mic point, goes back up.
Yeah. Here's a point where we were talking about earlier. That wasn't in the rules, that 6. You just decided to do it and everyone went with it because it was fun.
That's awesome.
That's the best way to play these kind of games.
Yeah.
My favorite moment, it was going to be this jump, but to be honest, riding down the causeway with Theoden was just so much fun. Just like, dice, dad, ah!
I don't think I've ever seen a single hero win that many heroic combats
How
in a
did
row.
you feel about that, Chris?
Well, are we going to talk about our least favorite moments in the game?
My least favorite moment of the game was Haldir absolutely stalling us for turn after turn after turn.
Oh, that did take a while.
Rest in peace, Haldir, my boy.
Well done, Helm.
Yeah, I can
Well
s-
done.
yeah.
Well done. He fought them off.
Yeah.
Dudes, I am exhausted.
We're exhausted.
We started we started filming at around 11 o'clock. It is now 11 o'clock p.m.
Yeah.
We've been at this for 12 hours with a couple small breaks in between.
Yeah.
And it was
And for me, it's like 6 a.m. in the morning, basically.
12 hours was fun.
Yeah.
Big thank you to Jesse for sticking it out and filming with us. Owen for helping us set up, and for Tycho for painting all this stuff. And guys, check out West Coast Hobbits and
Into the West.
Into the West.
Yeah.
Yeah, check out Into the West is a YouTube channel that does Lord of the Rings content as well, locally around here. And Charles Lynn that donated the use of all this stuff.
Your voice is really going.
Oh, it's so gone.
Yeah.
We're going to end it there. Thanks, guys, for joining us. Thanks for supporting us. And
thank you as well for setting all this up. It's been an absolute, just incredible game and an amazing memory. So thank you very much.
Core memory unlocked.
Absolutely.
Hands
I'll
in.
carry this one for the rest of my days.
2, 3.
Helm season!